I can't emphasize this enough. It's not simply a behavioral issue. It's not just about your behavior. It's about your very wiring. It's about your very programming. That's the problem. The behavior is simply the outworking of that. And you can't just simply try and modify your behavior to get yourself out of the problem. When you've got a balloon, you blow up the balloon, you tie a knot in it, and it's got a bit of give in it, and you try and squeeze the balloon. Well, squeezing the balloon is like trying a behavior modification. You squeeze it, you put boundaries on yourself, and you try and make sure you don't do that again, and you squeeze your behavior. What happens to the balloon? No, it doesn't. And you're an early childhood teacher, for crying out loud. You need to play with more balloons. You squeeze the balloon, it pops out from the top of your hand, or it pops out of the bottom of your hand, or it pops out between your fingers, right? That's what happens, right? You squeeze the balloon. That's like behavior. You squeeze it, and it goes bop, and you get a big bubble out the top. And you squeeze that back, and it goes bop out the bottom. And you squeeze that back, and you try and squeeze, and it pop, it comes out between your fingers. That's the problem that you face. It doesn't matter how far you squeeze that balloon, it will always pop out somewhere else. Even if you succeed in changing your behavior so you don't do that most horrific of things anymore, you change your behavior in that area and so you don't do that anymore. You are so corrupted that you take that win and you boast in it and become prideful of it and you become self-righteous. That's how selfish you are. That's how sin-corrupted you are. Then you go, well, I won over here, so I must be doing all right. I'm okay, thank you very much. Why can't you just ought to do what I did over here? I just changed my behaviors, and I put all these barriers in my way. So I made sure I didn't do any of that stuff anymore. Aren't I good? No, you're a boastful, prideful, self-righteous sinner. But that's the problem. If we squeeze the balloon and we get out, well, we might have popped out the top, but I got everything in between. Oh, aren't I good? Just ignore that bit. Just ignore it. Oh, I got everything in between. Aren't I great? You start boasting in your own wins. You start taking pride in your own wins. Aren't I good? I did really well. People should applaud me because I'm so good and I made those changes, and everybody should pat my back because of it. Self-righteous, boastful arrogance. That's how corrupted we are. Even when we get a small win, we turn that into a sinful thing. You can't behave your way out of the problem. You are the problem. You're a part of the problem.